Alright, what's going on guys, and welcome to this video. So we're going to be looking at the 3-mark game I had in my Covenanter. This happened a few days ago, and happened to be on Proc, which is a fantastic map, even for this type of light tank, which has like no view range and stuff. But I do run binocs on it and rations, so we have enough when we're still, but there's even like the Lux guys at tier 4 has more view range than this thing. So it doesn't have the best view range, but proc guys and the speed too, guys, right? I mean, it has like no mobility. It goes like 48 with a turbo or something like that. But guys, with and it's a tier 7 game. Okay, there's so many good things about this game, guys. So let's talk about all the good things first, right? So I'm gonna poke up in this bush here, guys. This is kind of an aggressive play for me in this tank in a tier 7 game. You can see we're getting targeted by Artie. We have to always get targeted by Artie, guys. And, I like to come to this bush. Steel Guts actually is the one that, not showed me this bush, but I learned it from watching his videos. And, I think I kind of used to make a similar play anyway. But it's a really good spot to come if you're not going to get lit from the mid, because you can spot people through the bushes. Like, even without CVS, you could still spot people through those bushes. So you can get up there. The problem is you'll get lit here too sometimes. So you have to be careful not to get lit from here, or you should at least try and, counter this beforehand. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was only one light tank that no one's up there because the ELC is over here, right? So that's why, I just assumed no one was up here. So I'm kind of making this play as if, I kind of know I'm safe. ELC is kind of unaware of what I'm trying to do. He's just running around trying to spot, actively, scout. So I spot the Hellcat guys with the binocs. And like I said, you don't need CVS. Like you can see, like if you look, I'm going right through this bush. I'm kind of targeting the ELC to see what he's doing because I don't want him to come over here. And spot me, but we're getting assistance on these guys over here, the P43, and the Super Hellcat did get lit. So you don't need CVS, guys. It helps a lot, but obviously we spotted that Hellcat without CVS, and you could do that. So ELC is now coming up here. He's doing a good job, even though I don't think he knows that. But he's going to press now, and this could become a problem, guys. So I'm going to let him come past me, and let me draw my camera down so you guys can see the, yeah, and we clean him right up with the assist of some of my teammates, right, guys? We get hit by Artie again, and, I mean, he took a good chunk of HP away from us. We're at maybe a third of our HP now, but the good thing is, guys, is that the ELC is dead, their enemy light tank is dead, and now we can proceed with what we were doing before. We can spot this team and probably move up deeper in the bush line, because look, guys, we're spotting the T29 and stuff, but through here we should be able to remain unlit, given the fact that I have like 30% concealment and stuff. We should be able to outspot people. My only concern is like going like this and then someone is up here, so that's why I think I do it later on. You'll see me like kind of poke into here and then get back right away to make sure that I'm not spotted, right? Because if you get lit here, even for a couple seconds, guys, there's always like 5 or 6 freaking people just sitting back here waiting, right? You guys know how this map works, and you will get absolutely freaking annihilated. So I have 159 HP. I'm probably a one-shot to some of these guys, and there's just no way, right, guys? I can't take that chance. So we're waiting, because we're still getting some spotting damage over here. We spot the Hellcat again. I'm making sure I'm not lit. I'm not, and doesn't look like anyone's going to get shots on this guy. That was part of the problem, guys. Is like my TDs just weren't really in the best of positions, and like this Hellcat is sitting right here, and he's just not even getting hit, and they just don't have like, I guess the right angle. So I move up here, and then I'm kind of running back, making sure I'm not spotted. And now I'm going to go through the bush line and see what else I can light. So we're going to come through here, guys. We're going to stay in the bushes, right? There's little openings in these bushes, but luckily you have this too. So that's why I try and go down this bush line, because most people are probably going to be over here, right? Not many people are going to be over here, unless you have like a light tank going through the mid, but you wouldn't go through this bush line if there was a light tank going through the mid. So I sit right here, guys. I wait, let the binocs kick in. I just sit for a little bit, right? Because I mean, we're up pretty far, guys. We're past like the half. I would consider the halfway point to be basically the E1 bush, right? Something like that. I think it's even more when you think about it. You know, it would be like between E and F, but I kind of consider the halfway point to be that bush because I think that's what people visually think is around the halfway point. Um, but you know, really, it's this whole ridge line, guys, right? And we're past that halfway point. So to me, there's not much reason to poke up much further. So I get to this bush right here, and I'm not lit, guys. I'm just gonna stay right here. So we're trying to have people shoot this panther, and you know, nothing's happening, right, guys? Like, people are kind of getting shots into him. I'm like, oh, good, you know. But as it turns out, we keep moving up, and I have this guy like permalit, guys, and like no one is even taking shots at him. So it was just my teammates just weren't in the right places, right, guys? You know, and I don't want to shoot, right? Like I could try and double bush here. I actually am double bushed, but or solid bush, I should say, right? But I don't want to shoot, guys, because if I get lit here, that's the game, right? Like there's just no way my team can win this without vision. And the T-67 is pulling back. The SU-100, like look at this shit, guys. They're literally all the way back here. I got the Panther permalit. They're probably out of render range now, just about. And the Panther is lit, and I'm still getting spotting damage on the T-29. And these guys are all the way back here. Like I don't know what they're doing. Like I understand you want to be kind of defensive, but you should be like right here. Like, why would you be all the way back here when I'm clearly all the way up here spotting these guys? You know, so this is the thing, guys. Is like it's all dependent on your team. Don't get upset if you have a bad game in a light tank if your team plays like this. Light tanks are completely, they're team based. You know, if you play in a heavy, you might be able to get some good damage, even if your team sucks. A medium, an arty. You know, when you're playing in a light tank, guys, and a TD especially, right? Like if you lose a side, guys, and you're playing as a TD, it's very easy to get damage because you have a swarm of enemies coming towards you, right? Um, but when you're in a light tank, guys, and you're not getting spot, it's completely team-based when it comes to the spotting damage. The T-67 is going this way. We have 3 people over here and the IS. Like, we need the help over here, and the T-67 is leaving. It's just terrible decision making in my opinion, but it is what it is. I'm requesting fire from the IS and the SU-100 to hit this Panther, and no one's gonna hit them, and that's just the way it is, guys, unfortunately. So I don't know what this team is doing, but I'm trying not to complain about it, guys, in the chat and stuff, and we're just going to move on. So we're at 3,500 spotting damage, guys, in a tier 5 light, and we're at 177 damage. And, this is a phenomenal game. I know I already have the third mark with this kind of spotting damage, but I want the win, guys. The third mark is just, it's an accessory, right? In my opinion. Uh, you guys know what I mean. It doesn't really mean much. Like, personally, it does, but like to the rest of the team, me having a 3 mark doesn't mean shit. People want to win the game, right? And I want to win the game. So I spot the Panther once again. He still doesn't light me from this range. There's plenty of foliage and I have plenty of concealment. And this guy is basically permalit, and I cannot, get anyone to shoot this guy. The SU-100 doesn't want to reposition. The IS doesn't want to shoot him. And it's just like, what am I, like I can't, there's nothing I can do, right, guys? The SU-100 gets lit on their team. And I guess it looks like the IS tried to take a shot at this guy. And I just can't emphasize to you guys enough, like, how frustrating this is. I say, can I buy a shot in the chat? It's like, I'm not sure what the SU-100 is doing, He's going back further on the map, And this was my thought process, guys, while I was playing the game. I'm loading gold now because I'm thinking I'm going to take a shot at this guy. Why not? At this point, like, this team is going to lose because no one is doing anything, And we have Artie, guys. I forgot about that. We have the Gorilla, and he's not even shooting this guy. And I don't know what's going on here. I spot the Super Hellcat. I'm spotting everyone here, guys, and it just no one. The IS dies because I guess he gets too aggressive, and at this point I can't say much more because my team is pushing over here, so we only have the SU-100 and the Artie, but yeah, no one's taking shots, guys. Just like, how long have we had this guy lit, right? And I want to keep this in real time, guys, because I want you guys to suffer like I was suffering. Finally, we get a shot from the SU-100. I like to think it was the SU-100. Finally, the Gorilla takes a shot, guys. And we're just, I mean, it's just ridiculous, guys. It looks like someone else finally took shots. And, yeah, guys, like, I knew we weren't going to win this game with the way this team was. So I'm going to move up a little bit more. And, you know, because I know the Super Hellcat and SU-100 moved, so I might be able to light something here now. So I'm trying to do that, guys. We don't have the Panther spotted. I think I move up even a little bit more. But like at this point, look, the SU-100 is at the end of my view range. So I know that he's now 445 meters approximately away. And I think the render range is, what, 500 meters or something like that, guys? So it's like, I'm not going to move up much further if he's not going to move up, right? And someone said, are we pushing the left flank? And I say negative because no one wants to push the left flank, right? So now I'm going to come back. I spot the arty, and what I decided to do instead is I was going to try and come up to this bush line here. But we see the arty. I'm going to double bush up, guys, or, you know, go solid bush. I don't know why I call it double bush. I guess just because that's sometimes what I do, like if you have two bushes, but whatever, you guys know what I mean. We're going to clean up the arty, and now I want to come up to this area here, but I forget. I end up rushing in or something because I couldn't spot him. I couldn't spot the SU-100Y and the T-34, and I'm pretty sure that they were back there, and maybe even the T-67. We know that the Super Hellcat and SU-100 are probably still sitting here, but I end up coming up here, guys, and I can't spot anything up here either, and you know, the game was getting close to the end, so I think I just decided to go for it. And we're at 4,000 spotting damage, guys, 430 damage, and like, I don't know what else this team wants from me, you know what I mean, kind of thing. Like, there's just nothing else I could really do. You know, these guys are just kind of being too passive. The T-67's in a decent spot, but this SU-100 guys just, you know, I mean, at least he got shots on the Panther eventually, but he had to be more aggressive. You know, we might have been able to win this game if we cleaned up the Panther sooner and stuff like that, and he moved up, and then we would have been able to get shots at the Cat and the 100. So yeah, guys. I mean, a long game, right? I'm just waiting. We'll fast forward through this because, you know, I wait. It's 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I tell people just wait a little bit longer and then I'm going to go. I'm trying to wait, guys, till almost the end of the game, and as it turns out, I went even a little too quick here. So now I'm going to rush at 58, it's actually faster than I thought, 57, 58 kilometers an hour with turbo. We get lit right here, which honestly, guys, I don't even know how we got lit here. Like, I was just about to come down because usually when I get around this area, like when this drops down like this, I'll cut down and go along this line. I don't know how I got lit here without lighting anything myself. Maybe there was someone like over here or something like that. I mean, the T-67 has pretty good concealment, I guess, but I don't know how this happened, guys. There was some like gap in the bushes where we got hit or something like that, and we end up dying to the 100Y. And how, if it was the 100Y that spotted me, even so, guys, I'm amazed we didn't spot the 100Y, even from the, like, through the foliage and stuff, because the 100Y has no concealment whatsoever. So, you know, he might have been like all the way back here, but I'm just surprised we didn't spot anyone from that. And that's how this game ends, guys. So what I think I should have done is waited here maybe another 30 seconds or so, maybe even 45 seconds. And, you know, I just went a little too soon. And, you know, we're going to end up losing this game. But honestly, I think if I waited longer, even if this team pressed us, I'm not sure if these guys, you know, with the way they were playing, my team would have been able to win this game, guys. So they all press. You'll kind of see that here. I go to someone else's view. You know, there's less than a minute left, guys, and here we go. Here they come. They're going to knock everyone out. And, you know, M10 is left up here. Here he is. And he's going to get whacked by the SU-100. And that's the game. So I tried my best, guys. I think I just made a mistake there at the end, but I don't know if this team would have been able to pull it out anyway. 4,000 spotting damage, 430 damage visible, guys. Let's take a look at the end plates and see what we got. So here we go, guys. Let's get this view first. It was a first class game. We did get the 3 mark. This is the it's the spotter badge. I forget what it's called right now, guys. It's not scout. It's something like that, guys. We did 4,175 spotting damage, guys. 430 damage. 4,500 combined game in the Covenanter. I can't ask for anything more than that. I mean, 4,500 combined at tier 5, guys. That's Unicum status, in my opinion, and there's just not much more I could do. 430 damage, 707 experience, guys. Got the badge. We're top by experience, obviously, in this game. Gorilla actually did okay, surprisingly. You know, our T67 did okay, and the SU-100, you know, did kind of crap. But, you know, sometimes these are just the teams you get on, guys. I try and work with these people as much as I can. You know, I know not a lot of players are good at this game. Like, there's a good amount of players, guys, that aren't that good at this game, but it's just frustrating, guys. We were running the optical calibration with rations and the my only piece of bounty equipment, the bounty optics, with the binocs, guys, and we're running 83% situational awareness, and that's actually it. We only have the situational awareness, so we don't have recon, and it was getting us 480 view range over here. If you take a look, let's take a look. Come on. 480 view range, guys, and 30% concealment. With you saw some of the stuff I had on my crew over here. So 83% situational awareness, 83% on this concealment, and we have a full concealment here. And yeah, guys, I mean, overall, like, it was a good game. I just really wanted to win this freaking game, man. You know, we didn't fire much. I should have just pulled back and started, you know, waited for people to get lit and started playing my own game and just, you know, solid bushing and trying to shoot people. Because I ultimately had to do damage, I think, to win this game. And I just, you know, I didn't want to get spotted. But 4,500 combined, guys. We got the 3 mark. That's all that matters, in my opinion. Like I said, I want to win the game before. I know I said completely opposite before, but I couldn't wait to stop playing this tank, so I'm glad I got the 3 mark is what I'm saying. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one on the Covenanter. I know it's not a very popular tank by any means. I don't get many views at all when I post stuff about this, but at least we got the 3 mark, guys. You know what I've been doing if you follow me. We've been trying to 3 mark all the light tanks. We've got it officially. We got the ELC, we got the A20, we got the Covenanter, we got the Chaffee. So we've 3 marked those 4 light tanks and all tier 5, and I'm happy with that. So hope you enjoyed this one, guys, and I will catch you for the next one. Take care, and bye-bye.